friends, I am Tigan from class 8. Today I am with an English chapter, class 8, which is Cookies, written by Douglas Adams. Now, this is a real incident happened to the narrator itself, and this whole story revolves around a topic that's cookies, and it and this lesson is basically an act which has happened in a railway station. So let's start a chapter. I'll read it and I'll tell you some important points. Cookies. This actually did happen to a real person, and the real person was me. Here, me is the narrator or the main person of this act. I had gone to catch a train. This was April 1976 in Cambridge, UK. I was a bit early for the train. I'd got the time of the train wrong. I went to get myself a newspaper to do the crossword and a cup of coffee and a packet of cookies. Now basically cookie means a biscuit, and here the narrator says that he was to catch a train in Cambridge, UK, 1976. So he was in the railway station. He says that he had got the train time wrong. So he took the newspaper, a cup of coffee, a packet of cookies, and went and sat on a cappuccino area or cafeteria area. Here, the table, newspaper, cup of coffee, and a packet. There's a guy sitting opposite to me, perfectly ordinary looking guy, wearing a business suit and carrying a briefcase. I didn't look like he was going to do anything weird. What he did was this. He suddenly leaned across, picked up the packet of cookie, tore it open, took one out and ate it. So, as we know that the narrator went to sit in a cafeteria area. Opposite to him, a guy was sitting. A guy here means a normal man. So he was holding a briefcase. So he thought that he might be a doctor. But after that, he came to know that he was a gentleman or a businessman. And the narrator did not think also that he would do anything weird. Weird means unusual. Now what's that weird thing? We'll see. Now this, I have to say, is the sort of thing that British were very bad at dealing with. There's nothing in our background, upbringing or education that teaches you how to deal with someone who is bored, daylight and has stolen your cookies. So the narrator says that the gentleman or a guy who took a packet of cookies and tore it and started having the cookies one by one. So the narrator says that this is a very weird situation. So in this weird situation, he tells that this is a very bad situation that British can't deal with. Now further, but in the end, I did what a red-blooded Englishman would do. I ignored it and I stared at the newspaper, took a sip of coffee, tried to do a clue in the newspaper, couldn't do anything and thought, what am I going to do? In the end, I thought nothing for it. I'll just have to go for it, and I tried very hard not to notice the fact that the packet was already mysteriously open. I took out a cookie for myself. I thought that it settled him, but it hadn't, because a moment or two later he also ate a cookie. Now the narrator says that he did what a true red-blooded Englishman would do. Red-blooded Englishman means true Englishman. Now he says that he was thinking what to do, and thinking he started doing the crossword in the newspaper. But then after a few times he thought that he could just take a bit of he could take a cookie and tell the gentle guy that it was his packet. Now before I start the next paragraph, I want to tell that Cookies, this chapter Cookies is based on wit and humor. Like this is a very funny. It's not funny at the starting but makes us laugh at the end. Now, having not mentioned it the first time, it was somehow very hard to raise a subject. The second time around, excuse me, I couldn't help but notice. I mean, it doesn't really work, does it? After doing this, the narrator sees that the gentleman starts eating a lot of cookies compared to before. So he was thinking how go for it means decide to do something. He was deciding to do something now. We went to the whole packet like this. When I say the whole packet, I mean the whole. But it felt like a lifetime. He took one, I took one. He took one, I took one. Finally, we got to the end of the packet. He stood up and walked away. Now, they both started eating it. He decided that he also will take one cookie and eat it. Now, they ate the whole packet. He says that the whole packet means the whole. This means the whole packet, they finished it, the whole packet, and he says the writer compares that eating the whole packet of cookie took like a lifetime. After eating the whole packet, the gentleman stood up. Seems that his train has come. He stands up. Well, we exchanged meaningful looks. But then he walked away and I breathed a sigh of relief and sat down. A moment or two later, the train was coming in. So I tossed back the rest of my coffee, stood up, picked the newspaper, and underneath this newspaper was my cookie. Now, the writer says that they exchanged meaningful looks. Meaningful looks means looks that told him everything. Everything means that writer says that it was his cookie. But the gentleman stared at him and went off. And now the funny part comes that the writer's train also came. He tossed on the cookie, drank quickly. Tossed here means only in this chapter on this type of concept is used it's used in the meaning of drank quickly. But tossed back means tossing a coin. Now here the punch comes. It is that he was taking up the newspaper. There he found the writer's cookie pack. It was which cookie pack he was eating was actually the guy's cookie pack, but he was so scolding him that he didn't knew it. So the thing I like particularly about this story is sensation. Sensation means an experience of a memory. Now this is a memory which is very funny, so it might be remembered. If it was a tragic story, the writer would have not remembered. So this completes a chapter Cookies. Now let's discuss a few questions and answers of this chapter. The incident. Some important meanings of the chapter Cookies are: cookie means a biscuit, guy means man, weird means unusual, ignore it means pay no attention, go for it, decide to do something. That settled him, made him realize. Meaningful looks that told everything. Tossed back, drank quickly, here. Red-blooded Englishman, true Englishman. Now let's discuss a few questions and answers of this chapter. So the first question answer goes like this. The incident or the story is basically around. Now the incident or the story is basically around what? It's the options are train, book, or biscuit or a cookie. Now biscuit none other than means cookies. So our option will be biscuit and cookies. That's the right answer. Now state the punching lines of the chapter. The punch line was when the author realized that when the author removes his newspaper to move to his train, he sees a packet of cookies which was actually his, and he was eating the guy's coffee, the guy's packet of cookies. So that was the punchline of the chapter. The narrator says that the time of the train was correct, but the person had cheated. Person, this is true or false? We need to see. The narrator says that the time of the train was correct, but the person had cheated him. Is it true? No, it's false. I thought it settled him. Whom does him refers to? Now this sentence here, him refers to the gentleman. So him refers to the gentleman. So fifth question is state the place of the act. The date is 1976 and the place is Cambridge, UK. Sixth question goes like this. What did the narrator do to tell the man that it was his packet of cookies? The narrator what did he do? He started eating up one cookie after the guy or the gentleman. So this completes our question and answer and the chapter. So I hope you have understood everything about this chapter. And last, the writer is Douglas Adams. Thank you.